Put your hands together for Randy Holton. Cool. Coming to the stage, we have, please put your hands together for Lee Willis. All right, how you guys doing? Yeah. Y'all look at me like he looks like Charlie Brown and Stewie Griffin had a love child. Man, I've heard all that shit before. I've heard Professor Honeydew from the Muppets. I've heard that before. Yeah. It's the cross I bear. No. An interesting conversation today. This lady, she says she wishes it was always the holidays because she loves all the pretty red and green lights. I'm like, lady, those are traffic lights. They're here pretty much year round. What the hell? There's even some yellow, but nobody in Florida ever pays attention to that, do they? Just saying. Another crazy conversation I had with my doctor. He actually asked me, are you practicing good sleep hygiene? I'm like, what? Like, do I wash my ass before I go to sleep? Yeah, weirdo. What's the matter with you? This time of year you always get to hear people say, it's not the heat that's so bad, it's the humidity. Does that really matter?
Yeah.
No. You know why? That's like telling someone who sends to die in the electric chair, don't worry man, it's not the volts that kills you, it's the amps. Like, oh, I feel so much better knowing that, you know? Like, some rednecks on death row, they'll put me in a chair that runs on volts then. Like, it doesn't work that way, Sparky. Now, people from up north like to exaggerate their weather, I found out. When I was up there, my buddy said, I can't believe we got 13 inches of snow. And I'm like, I can't either because I only got 5 and I live right across the street from me, dude. How'd you swing that? Your depth perception's off. You know, I feel kind of sorry for your girlfriend right about now. that joke's for the ladies. I actually have this week and I had last week and next week off, mostly because I don't have a job, but it's still nice to have the time off, you know. Last job I had, this guy would come in and he would, I guess he was a vegetarian or something, which is fine, but he was persecuting me for what I was eating. He was like, I smell a dead bird. I'm like, yeah, I got chicken in the microwave. I thought it best to kill it before I eat it first, you know. Go mess with the other carnivores on the floor, veggie boy. I had an interview recently, and they still ask the stupid, irrelevant question, where do you see yourself 5 years from now? I don't know why they ask that. It's like, well, it kind of depends on if I have a job or not, doesn't it? If not, I'll probably just be at home on my sofa practicing good sleep hygiene. You know? One Nielsen Media in Oldsmar, they actually asked me, what accomplishment are you most proud of? It doesn't have to be a professional accomplishment. It can be personal. And the only thing I could think of is I did 6 years in the Navy and I never got VD, so hey, I'm kind of proud of that, I guess. He was all congratulatory as he escorted me out the door, never to be heard from again. Very popular question at job interviews, Andrew mentioned before, is what's one of your weaknesses? I hate that question. But just for fun, I want to say something like, I have a weakness for crystal meth. You know? By the way, how's your dental plan? You know? Hey, that should be important to a meth head, you know? It isn't, but it should be. I just want dental care at least as good as what the wait staff at the Waffle House have, you know?
Whoa.
I'm sorry, do we have Waffle House employees in attendance tonight? Holy shit. Imagine that. Good timing on my
Big real jacket.
I actually like going in there because the waitresses in there, they always call me hon or honey, and I like that. It makes me feel good, and they don't need any teeth to form the word hon or honey, so it works out for everybody. You know their menus, I never knew their menus were laminated. All these years I thought it was grease. Who knew? If my arteries could talk. Yeah. Cheesy grits and bacon, Lee, really? Yeah. We're going to kill you dead right now. I saw this guy talking to his little boy the other day. He said, son, you have so much potential. And I used to think that was a compliment when I was growing up. It's not. For 2 reasons. Number one, having a lot of potential means you haven't done shit yet, right? And number 2, you can't return that so-called compliment. If my dad said, son, you have so much potential, I can't turn to him and say, so do you, Dad. You're going to make a really good father someday. It's like, no. I'm trying to stay off the news, off of YouTube, and out of the emergency room. I was actually pretty naive as a kid. I thought, until I was 16, I thought that Uncle Sam was a real person. I thought I was like my dad's brother Sam or some shit. And I just thought that my mom didn't like him because she was always saying, Uncle Sam, he's screwing everybody. And then, I didn't know. And in my adolescent mind, I'm thinking, well, we got to have him over for dinner. I can learn a thing or two from this guy. And then later on, I joined the Navy, and I realized my mom was right. So, oh my God. Before I get out of here, this is for the couples in the room. Never ask your significant other, honey, where did you learn to do that? When you're in bed? Because there's no good answer to that shit, ladies and gentlemen. It's like, honey, where'd you learn to do that? Oh, I took a seminar. You like? I'm like, yeah. All right, guys. My name is Willis. Thanks for coming out.